Hey everybody, it's Lloyd Fernandez here with another video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. Love you guys. Keep watching. Please keep sharing my video and sending people to my channel so they can start watching and getting all this good information that I provide on here. All right, guys, get right into the video. This video is to new agents out there, people looking to get into real estate, people in real estate right now. Just a tip that could help you out. So this tip is basically on your database, right? So if you're in real estate or you're getting into real estate, I would hope that you know what a database is. If you do not, I'm gonna give you right now. Your database is the bunch, all the people that you have leads, right? You're putting them in the system, any past clients, current clients, any people that you came across that you got their number and their email, which you should be getting everybody's number and email that is interested in buying or selling a home, and you're making a list. Now, this isn't your fear of influence list. That's separate. At least I keep that separate. I keep a list of people that I call, that's my fear of influence, and then I also have my database. Now, I guess you can consider them in a database, but that might be like a separate category. But yeah, the sphere of influence are more people that are your friends and family, and you contact them. You know, that's a little different. Then you got your past client and your present client, and I consider that part of my database, and also any leads that you have. So, quick tip: people like to I think a lot of see some things out there, and I think people complicate the database thing, and it's not really that complicated. I mean, yeah, you need to reach out to these people on a regular basis, of course, but there's categories to it. You're not going to be reaching out to these people every day. Now, here's what I suggest. This is what I did. It's what works for me. You should create your own system, but your system can be different. Everybody's varies as long as it works, but it should be something similar or something around about to what I'm about to give you. So, for instance, I did a lot of prospecting, and I continue to do a lot of prospecting. Yes, you know, prospecting does tend to slow down when you get a lot busier. So now I'm about to complete my second year at the end of this month, and we're in April, so about a week from now. Compare my prospecting from now to my first year. Yeah, I was doing a lot more prospecting then. I'm still doing a lot of prospecting now. But yeah, year one, it was just all prospecting because I had no business. So I had to go out there and get it, right? So I gained like 200 to 300 names in a year, leads in my database because of all the door knocking and calls and everything that I did on a high level of prospecting. So what I would do is categorize my leads in this way. So any lead that I receive fresh, right? Depending on where the lead comes from. Now, if I got a lead from a door knocking and I had a great conversation with them, I'm not going to take that lead and contact them every single day. No, I would not do that, right? But I am going to contact them periodically depending on where the conversation went and what happened. So what I'm going to do is at any point, okay, so that's a person like a door knocking lead. Now, let's say I got a lead from, I don't know, some type of internet source or whatever. I just got a lead, a name and a number and an email address. I'm going to hit that lead every day for 7 days straight, text, call, email, every single day for 7 days straight. Then after that, I'm going to go every other day. And then after that, I'm going to go every 2 days and 3 days and so on and so on, because that's a different type of lead. That wasn't a contact lead, right? That was a lead that I never made contact with. I just got the information. Let's say somebody gave me let's say a loan officer said, hey, here's a lead for you. Here's the name and the number. That's what I'm going to do to that person. Now, if I made contact with the person, right, we was talking over the phone, or I was door knocking, or it was a referral from somebody, I'm not going to go about it the same way, right? So when you categorize it in your database, you should have something maybe hot, or active leads or whatever you want to call it. So this is how I categorize it. I put everybody in hot is somebody that I am currently in communication with on a regular basis. So they're doing something, they're getting ready to do something, they're getting ready to pre-qualify, working with their credit, or are pre-qualified, right? I put that in one category. Those are my hot leads. I go in there every morning. This is my database. And I check each and every one of those people. Boom, 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 boom. Make sure I don't need to call them. or do anything for them. If it's been a while since I spoke with them, it's been a couple days, a couple weeks, then I make sure I reach out to them and say, hey, how you doing? How's everything going? They're communicating. This is a separate category. Now, if it's a fresh lead, I put it in a new lead category. And like I said, depending on how I got the lead is depending how I'm going about contacting them. So I'm going down that list every morning and making sure, okay, I know I got to hit these people every day for 7 days straight. That's one category. They made it to the every other day category, every 2 days category, and you hit that every morning, right? This is your database again. So you had the category of hot leads that you're in communication with. You're checking on that. Then after that, because that's business. That's business right there. They're working on getting a sale. Now that's priority. Then you go down to the new leads that you receive that you're hitting every day until you make contact. Once you make contact and you got to speak with them, you got together with them, whatever. Now they're moving over to the hot lead, right? But until then, you keep them in the new lead until they're done their 7 day cycle, the 2 day, 7 day cycle, and the 3 day cycle. After they come from there, like I said, depending on where you got the lead. Now, if it was a connection with them, you're putting them in hot. If you had no connection and you received the lead from an online source or somebody and you never made contact, this is where they go. After the 7 day, every day, 7 day, 2 day, and then 7 day every day, 7 day, 2 day, 7 day, every 7 day every other day, 7 day every 2 days, excuse me. Then you put them in another category. What that category could be for you could be named whatever. It could be cold, it could be leads, whatever is in your CRM, which is your system that you deal with the leads. If you don't know what a CRM is, it's a KV Core or whatever your broker might provide, or there's a bunch of them out there. But you put them in that lead. Now that category, once they go cold, that's going to be filled with a bunch of leads, right? So the hot leads are going to have a certain amount of people that are actually in communication with you on a regular basis. The new leads are going to be leads you just got recently, and they're in that cycle, 7 day every day, 7 day every other day, 7 day every 2 days. But again, once they leave that cycle, now they're going to the cold. If you didn't make contact with these people or get together with them in that cycle, you put them in the cold. Now in the cold, that's your least priority. I mean, not saying you forget about those people, but you visit those in a matter of priority. So hot is priority number 1, right? Then new leads, then cold leads. So after you make sure you call your hot leads that need to be taken care of, after you call and do your thing with the new leads that need to be hit every day or every other day or every 2 days, then you hit the code. And you start calling your codes. There might be 200, 300, 400, 500 leads, 1,000 leads in there. You just keep going down the list. And that's how you work a database. Now, that's not the only thing you need to do. Obviously, there's other prospecting, and you need to know how to time manage yourself. So there should be a certain amount of time that you're dedicating to doing your database, dedicating to doing some other forms of prospecting, which could be social media, which could be door knocking, which could be cold calling for sub owners, expires, whatever. But you gotta, hey, I'm gonna do an hour or two of database. I'm gonna do an hour or two of cold calling for sub owners, expires. I'm gonna do another hour or two door knocking. This is how you prioritize your day. And then from this time to this time, I'm doing all, transaction coordination or whatever, however you got to set up. If you got a transaction coordinator or you got assistants and you got other team members on your team, that could determine how you split up your day. But you get the idea, right, guys? All right. So again, just to go over the database part, when you're talking about your database, that is the way I work my database. You can work it any way you want, whatever works. But no matter what, whoever you are, and even if you tweak this and tweak that, it's all going to be the same thing. I mean, there might be a little differences here and there, but it's all the basic same principle. You got your hot leads, people that you're in communication with, that they're answering you, they're calling you back, they're saying, yeah, I'm going to the bank tomorrow. Yeah, I'm working on my credit. I did this. I got this bank card. I'm working with this credit repair person. These are the hot leads. Again, they're pre-approved. They're looking for homes. They're approved for whatever amount, and you're taking them out, and they're looking for homes, or they're sellers that they're like, hey, we're getting the house ready. We're going to list with you. and such day. You keep in contact. These are hot leads until you get them, where you need them. You make sure you look at that every morning and go down that list and make sure that you don't need to do anything for any of them every single morning. And then you get your new leads. And those are the ones that, like I said, if you had no contact or communication with them, you put it on a 7-day every day, a 7-day every other day, and a 7-day every 2 day. Once they go through that cycle, that 3-week cycle, put them in the cold if you don't make contact with them. If you make contact with them and you get a relationship with them, you put them in the hot lead. If they go cold, if people in the cold list, hot list go cold, put them in the cold list. And you get to them when you get to them. You got to keep working that cold though. Eventually you're going to move people into the hot. And then the new leads coming in, they go automatically into that new. All right, guys. So that's the principle of working your database. Like I said, there's sphere of influence, there's past clients. You want to call them and check up on them, but that's something different. I'm telling you how to work your leads coming, your new leads coming in, referrals and all that. That's the principle that I use to work my leads. This is for, like I said, your new agents or any agents out there that are wanting to know anything about how to work a database. I'm 2 years in the business. I've been doing pretty good. Got 10 pending right now, about 12 listings right now. Of course, it could be better, it could always be better, but I'm working up and up. Did 15 deals my first year, in line to do 30 my second. At the end of this month, I should close 30, and I'm just doubled my first year. I doubled what I did in my first year, my second year, and I'm just going up and up. And these are the principles I use to do that. Now, I used a lot of other things, like I explained, with prospecting to even get these leads. And there's a lot of other tips and stuff. You got to subscribe to the channel. Keep watching. Contact me if you need. Comment at the bottom. Let me know if you have any questions. If you need anything, want me to see me do a video on anything, contact me below. Please share the video, like it, subscribe, and keep showing the support, guys. If you want to see me do anything, but please hit me up. Now, I do videos on real estate. I do videos for real estate agents, newer agents. I do videos for buyers and sellers. I do videos for mindset, kind of like discipline mind, life discipline advice. And I also do workout and strategy, because I also do that on the side also, fitness and health. All right, guys. So if any questions for any of that, give me a call. I'm Lloyd Fernandez with eXp Realty in York, Lancaster, Harrisburg, Adams County, and Hanover area in central Pennsylvania. If you know anybody looking to move in any of these areas in Pennsylvania or Pennsylvania period, please send them my way. Lloyd Fernandez, eXp Realty, and I'll get them where they need to be. I'll give them excellent customer service, and if they're not in my area, I'll hook them up with an agent in the area they're looking. That'll give them just as much excellent customer service as I will. All right, guys. So like I always say, like, subscribe, comment, and keep supporting me. All right, guys. I wish you luck. I wish you success, and I wish you good health. Bye-bye, guys.